Going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good one, even though 9, 7 out of 10. And I know that's not the case, but hey, you gotta keep on thriving. You gotta keep on getting better. Gotta keep on living. Today, and it's gonna be kind of the last day we do something like this. And what I mean by like this, in regards to actually just talking about maybe updates and everything. I'm only gonna do them when there's big updates or something huge happen. Because honestly, I feel like there's no value I'm providing if I just keep on doing little updates like this. Nobody's gonna watch it. And people are going to watch it, in the future when this is valuable, when they see it being valuable. But I think it's better if I were to give you guys my all and what I've learned and, have it apply to this. So just to, give an update, we went to Iceland. Absolutely beautiful, incredible, amazing, everything I could ever wanted. And I truly achieved my childhood goal of traveling the world, living overseas, and doing it. Now, was it what I expected? Not at all. However, big news, big updates. December has been an incredible month. It has been, I feel like every month is a blockbuster movie, and that's how you should treat life, man. That's how you should go about life. If it's not a blockbuster movie, and it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Like, I'm not even making money, right? It doesn't have to be. If you treat everything like a blockbuster, it's gonna be a blockbuster. Perspective is huge. Anyway, we are taking the big jump. We are fully going in all the chips, and we are going to pursue sales full time. Now, how are we going to do this, you may ask? Mendoza works, full-time job, and that job, you can't leave it. If not, you're going to get arrested. We are transferring over into part-time, and so that means we'll be back in Tampa, Florida officially for November. This decision gave me a few head scratchers. One being said, why do this when I could just write out the contract and then do full time? And that was a good question. It really did. Really, there was a few weighing factors that I really thought about this. And I still love what I do in the military. I still love my service. I'm still fine with it. I love, I love being around the military, even though sometimes I don't like being around it. And the biggest thing with this is when I came to the decision, it really came down to how long do I want to stay in the military? Do I want to do it for another 3 years? Do I want to do it longer? Because with this transition, I would have to double my commitment, which means I'd have to do 9 years of total service. And that was a big head scratcher too, because I was like, Mendoza, do you really want to be in the reserves for 9 years? Not 9 years, but an extra 3 years. I was like, man. But something told me is like, when I got my first commission in November, and it was only like about $100 and something, it was the first time I realized this is possible. This is doable. If I'm making this and closers are making that, I can make this a living. And I can do it very well. And I can do it to the point where I learned so much that I can do my own business and make my own offer and then compound like that. So when all this came up, it really came down to what do you want in the military, And I seen the reserves, and I was like, and I've talked to some other people in the reserves. There's people that have been in there for longer, and they're doing their own thing. They're running their own business, and they're also in the reserves. And so in my mind, I realized I was like, okay, one, there's benefits that come out of it, and two, I'm only doing it 1 weekend a month, and then 2 weeks out of the year, so about 30 something days. That's nothing. That is nothing in comparison to all the work I've been putting in, trying to put in full time and try to put in and make sure it works out. That is nothing. So I was like, screw it, we're gonna do this. And I was scared because I was like, man, what about Japan, all these places I want to go to? And I realized something. With all that being said, I can always go back to those places. I can always go to those places now with the military. And that's a limiting factor that I had in my mind. That's why it was such a huge decision, because my mind was playing limiting factors on, like, are you serious, man? You really think you're going to do this? And I even upped the ante, right? It was hard, like telling my parents. I love them so much. They were so supportive of it. They absolutely gave it, 100%. And the only reason why, because I had conviction and I had confidence with this, and it's something that I've seen it done, so I know it's possible. So when I talk to them about it, in the past, I've had other things that I've talked to them about, ideas, and they kind of brushed it off because they were just like, yeah, okay, man. Because I didn't have any conviction, I didn't have any confidence, I didn't know what I was talking about. But now it's a whole different story. So this is where we're at. We're going to be doing it full time. How are we going to do it? We are going to be looking for a closing role. That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're pushing for a closing role. We're sending out looms. We're talking to whoever we can, and we're seeing who's going to give us a chance. For right now, all we got to do is just keep on studying, keep on learning about sales, learn about closing, and soon our time will come, and soon we'll absolutely kill it. And the moment we transition over, we'll be back in Tampa, a whole different field. It's, the Mendoza that left Tampa is not the Mendoza that came back. That is one thing for sure. That's what I'm so proud about. The Mendoza that left Tampa for basic training is not the Mendoza that's going to come back. So, that is going to be one of the biggest things that I'm so excited for, to go back to live it, to live that area the way I wanted to live it originally, and with this, it's a gateway. It's a way to do it. It's a way out. I love my service. I do. I love being a part of the military. I think it's a unique thing. You learn so much from it. But, there's a certain time where you got to get off the train. Even though you're probably saying, oh, Mendoza, you just did like 2.5 years. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're not even in. Dog, I personally see this where this is not something that I can do long term and still keep this lifestyle up. So either or, take the chance, right? I watched Whiplash yesterday, and it's I don't know, some of y'all heard of it, but it's basically a drummer, and he wanted success so bad that he was willing to take his personalities, he was willing to lose all just to get it. And it's an incredible movie, and it's kind of like this because he had the same mentality where he was saying, why when I die, I want to be just someone that just did this XYZ. Why wouldn't I die having people talk about me because I did something that not many people would have actually done? And I'm not saying this is a big transition, but this is, I take everything in perspective and what I'm doing in my life. And this is huge. This is something that's going to be huge. It's something that when I finish it and I'm already over there and I'm already doing it, I'm like, that was nothing, So that's where we're at, and we're just going to keep on going. We're going to keep on grinding, and a lot of these new contents that are going to come out are very specific, tailored to sales as well as motivation. So, and mentalities and things I've learned. So we're going to really try getting specific content out there for you guys to absolutely learn from and take value. And like I said, all this started was from two people, Amanda Jackson and Preston, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys because you were the cornerstone. You were the foundation that got me to where I am now. And it was only because you guys were the first people that kind of took a chance on me. Even though it didn't work out the way we wanted to, you took a chance on me and you taught me how to, be accountable for my own self. And you taught me like every day, like I was looking forward to meetings because I had so much that I did and I was so excited that I was finally taking control. And I was actually the first time I was honest about myself, and I told you guys, I was like, look, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You guys told me to read, I didn't read. I'm gonna make sure I do it though next time. And without you guys, it wouldn't have happened. It's so crazy how that worked. But yeah, that's how the game works, man. That's how the game works. And then you just gotta keep on going. So you gotta find someone that's willing to take a chance on you and show them that it's possible. And you're gonna see when you're around them, you're gonna see what's actually possible. And then you're gonna realize all these limits that you have on your head, they're just limits. They don't mean anything. They don't do anything for you. They're just self-imposed limits. You can take any sort of direction, yet nobody controls you. That's how I see it. But yeah, we're at 10 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it off because I actually have a call with somebody about the same topic. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in having a conversation and truly, getting out of that hole that you might be in, and I'm not saying I'm going to solve your problems. I'm saying I'm going to be there for you for whatever steps you take, and make sure you actually take those steps. Aside from that, I'm gonna close it off here. I appreciate you guys. And from the top of the world, boundaries still don't exist. To the bottom of the depths where life still lives, do you dare to dream? As a matter of fact, do you dare to take the next step? See y'all later.